working on projects to improve our clinical processes. His work has had a notable impact on both the efficiency of our workflows and the wellness of our staff as well. So today he's going to talk about one of those projects, focusing on the automation of workload distribution.
Oh, thanks, Abby, for the introduction. I think Abby definitely is the physicist that work hardest in our department. I don't think there will be any argument for that. So I guess just following Drew's talk, I'm just gonna probably dig a little bit deeper into this workload distribution script. Okay, so there are three parts of this talk. One is about automated treatment planning assignment, and second is daily treatment record and physics task reminder. And I'll touch a little bit on the workflow analysis and personal schedule assisting. Well, treatment planning is definitely one of the most important tasks in our radiation oncology workflow. Obviously, we need to get a quality plan in a timely manner, so the physician will have enough time to evaluate, and the physicists and therapists will have enough time to perform their quality and safety checks. I guess the key in this process is we need to give the planners enough time, like the dedicated time, so they're not rushed. They can do the plan. Maybe a few trials and avoid some of the mistakes. And also, very important, they can complete the work within their normal business hours. However, there are challenges in terms of how should we assign a patient to a planner. For example, just my own experience doing the physics planning, we've tried different ways of the plan assignment. For a while, we have a floor physicist of the day who will just take all the possible physics plans. I think it worked okay, but for sure, the task is not evenly distributed, and one at the end of the year, when Dr. Joe is doing the evaluation, some of us will have very higher number than the others. And then we thought about just take turns by our names alphabetically, but there are still some problems. First of all, so the planner next up for planning might not be at main campus during the sim, or someone has to pass along the information, or the physician approves a plan on a day that the planner is covering a satellite. He or she has to either stop their work at the satellite to work on a revision or dose out, or he or she has just to wait until they finish the work to dose it out. So, that will also affect, the downstream workflow and add stress for everyone. I guess the pandemic just made things even worse, because with the work from home schedule, and how should we, deal with this planning assignment. So I guess, I have a little calendar here. Let's say if a plan starts on 14th, I guess the previous 2 business days are just the most important time for a planner to do the plan and to dose it out. And also, I guess it takes a little bit of time for the physician to finish the contours. I guess the essential part of this planning assignment is we need to find someone that are available. Sorry, I'm pointing to the wrong screen. That are available on these 2 days. Here, we have a problem, probably three problems to solve. First is the planner availability, just right before the new start. And we want to probably have the workload distributed evenly, and we wanted to get some essential information, if the planner is not available at the SIM. So I guess Drew already mentioned some of this. So let's say we have a new start on this date, and so we should exclude the planner that are not working the day before, like the 2 days before. Oh, here it's a little bit specific to our setting because I think our dosimetries are all working 4 days, 10 hours a day. So this off just means their regular off day, and the PTO means their the PTO. So we will first exclude these two planners, and then we're right now having a rule that to exclude the person who is on PTO but not off on the same day. So the next then we'll find AEF will be the candidates to taking this plan. So, and then we will start counting how many plans they've already have on this start date. So, for example, if A only has one, so we'll stop the process and just give this patient to A. And if they have the same number of plans starting on this day, then we'll go through a workload score, basically how many plans they already have, the physicians and the type of plan, and the number of the days until the new start. For example, if A has two, both A and E has two plans, but E has the two plans just start the next day, so they are pretty busy. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah, thank you. So sorry, and if they are just busier than A would be. So, and then so the A will actually just have a lower score than, so we just find out whoever has the lowest workload score. And then, so there's an automatic email will be sent with some information I'm going to show next. And so the script will automatically update virtual rounds and send out to all the planners if the selected planner off on that day. So for physics, because we have more people than the dosimetries, so we will just exclude the physicists who are not available at on the same date, and as well as 1 or 2 days before the new start. And then we just go alphabetically. We don't do the scoring system. So, but and then it's still the same. We'll send out an email and we'll update the virtual rounds page. So this automatic email will include so some of this information: patients, MRN, physicians, treatment sites, the start date, which CT scanners, and who is the planner, and something just patient-specific, like planning-related items in the sim orders, and then a small checklist based on the sim orders, and then the why the planner's selection process, just for transparency purpose. So here's an example. So this is plan. So this is part of our sim sheet. So you will grab the information like the start date and the machine, as you can see here. And for this patient, there's a MRT calculation and a BID, and then the merge MRI pad on specific days. So this information will be automatically parsed and sent out in this email. And then for something, for example, for BID, we wanted the BID to be in the prescription and plan scheduling. So there's a little checklist will be here. So this checklist doesn't include everything, but it's most for the parts that may require the physician to reapprove the plan or the prescription. And then there's the selection process. For example, you'll find out who is on PTO on the same date, and then you will exclude the planners that are off the day before and the 2 days before new start. And this one happens to, there's a difference with this planner only have one plan, the other has two. So we will not do the scoring process. And it happens to be, this planner is off. So we will send to everyone, the whole dosimetry group, to help to ask help to import image and field. So everything can be done just on the same date, and they will be ready for the physician on the same day. And this is, I think you already showed that. So you can see all of this planning related information are automatically updated into this column. So if someone wants to check, they don't really have to go into ARIA. So this is just another example. For example, there's a pacemaker and there's every other day. So there's a specific checklist. Do not use 15x, and you need to make communications, and also every other day should be in the prescription. And this one, because based on the start date, the available planners, none of them has any plans yet. So you do a scoring and then pick whoever has the lowest score. And this is just some other examples like OSMS, bolus, whatever that may require a physician to reapprove something. There will be a patient-specific checklist. GoSys too, like this, that will affect how we wanted to place our ISO center. We have a Siemens machine. There's some specific things to pay attention. So, and also it can deal the symmetry, a symmetry patient. So we define, okay, so if we sim on this date, if we treat on the same day or the next day, we consider it a symmetry. So we will exclude the people who are not working on these 2 days, and there will be an alert here too. So saying this is a symmetry. For example, here you see there's no BID or OSMS stuff, so that patient-specific checklist is not here because it's just not necessary. And then you will go through the same process. And also will call, if there's a will call, we'll just automatically set to the new start date 1 week from now, and then the planners can change that accordingly. For physics, I guess pretty much it's the same thing, but we just here is just a record, how many plans has been taken. So for just to let planner know why you are selected. Yeah, and sometimes we have a patient that requires the symmetry plan and the SRS plan, and then the algorithm can flag that and send out 2 individual emails. So saying, okay, this is SRS plus the symmetry plan, and some of this planning related items will be different. Yeah, so I guess so there are some other features because there's this is an interactive process. The start date might be postponed. There might be a planner change. The modality may be changed. The physician changed by the users, and also, I mean, on the virtual rounds web page. So people are adding their boost plan manually. So all of this will be automatically catched before assign another assignment. And also you will remove the patient that has been printed at the end of the day. Something I'm working on right now is automatic reassignment. For example, if SRS becomes a whole brain or the vice versa. So we can have the users just to do a simple change on the virtual rounds page, and then the system can automatically reassign that. And also, I'm going to talk about this a little bit later too, because I'm trying to incorporate, like, how many contours the physician has not completed right now, and also based on their recent completion time to apply another, like, weighting factors in this scoring system. So to conclude for this part, we are trying to, this automatic system can evenly distribute the plan assignments and find a planner that will have dedicated time before the new start, and provide patient-specific alerts based on the orders, so that eventually can save us some time. And also alert the planner physician if there's an emergent patient who needs immediate attention. And also another part of the program is, we're creating daily treatment records and some physics specific tasks. So, for example, every day, I think 6 o'clock, it will send out automatic email, so to alert people who is next up for planning, most likely based on the number of plans they've already taken, and and their availabilities. And also, it will send out a list of the current SPRT patients, because I think we need the physics coverage to be on site for like one of our satellites at which point, so it will you'll be highlighted here too. So then people knows, okay, oh, I need to go to the village point to cover this case. And also there will be some like summary, like what plans got those out today, and this is part of this is for the emergency preparedness, for example, for a cyber attack. So, and also it will actually based on, because all of our machines at main campus at Village Point are their machines. We're using the trajectory log file to track down like how many fractions has been treated for each patient. So every day there will be a report sent out like this. This is patient's name and MRN, how many fractions has been treated by this time. And it will be sent out to myself, another staff member who has a different email domain, just in case we lost some of the data, we may be still be able to find those in our emails. And also it's saved in one of our network drives. And also right now we're asking a physicist who completed the second check to export the DICOM files for the plan images and the image and the artist structures. So at the end of the day, like 10 o'clock, it will do a daily archive, and this working with IT every day, this single file will be transferred to a Linux-based server, which will, I guess, mostly remain offline, just to keep a copy of those DICOM plans in case we have an emergency, we can retrieve those. And also, if we look into this little folder, I mean, this is like the plans has been dosed out, and there's this daily treatment report is also there, and there's a dictionary file to basically can help to get the treatment information out. So this automated program can generate this daily treatment reports and alert physicists for specific tasks. Now we're also this is something is still in progress. For example, this is a stats for the document printout time distribution from April to July for like Monday, Tuesday, for each workday. And I'm really hoping to have some of this data available that, our physicists can, to know how to schedule their daily meetings, because we are an academic center, so we have some of the research and teaching goals we want to achieve. So basically, this is, for example, if we know like the physical chart check will be most ready sometime around early afternoon, it will help us to schedule, for example, the residence meeting or our research meeting or some others. And also we are, this is what I mentioned earlier. We are also trying to get some of this information, like for physicians, when they complete the contour and how soon they can complete the contour. So first we can apply another weighting factors in the plan assignment, but also we can probably help the physicians, I guess, at least to, from a wellness standpoint, we can do some analysis and help the physicians to probably manage their time too. And that's it. That's my talk. And thank you for your time.
Thanks so much, Dr. Wang, for the great presentation. All right, now we'll ask all of